catch as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Go, go.
Carr now on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
93. 93. Hey, Charlie. We got
now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Jim. Hey, 734. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that. X3. 218, chopper. Kill. Check 56.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now Carr looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check. Crunch. Sammy.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We're good. Ready.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set. Yellow lady. 13. Check. Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Carr going up top. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up. Check nine.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. 180. Check 43. Check. Lucky. 550.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Check 13. Check 13. Later 9.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Shift. 49. Check 49.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Carr now to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball to the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. You know, Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara trying to right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Over.
Again, it's Kamara. Finds a seam inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 30-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to Murray on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 20-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to right side with Murray. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Carr going to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Check 56. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check. Topper. Check 24. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Carr. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Ready? You ready? 53. 24 is the mark. Let's put him on the glasses. Let's put that.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it. And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans.
Hey, how you doing? May I speak to the hiring manager?